you guys gonna be right here. Put on something here. Whoa. What kind of... Hi you guys, happy Wednesday. This is Kong. Welcome to my channel, Wholesale to Million. Now, I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but it is Wednesday today. And I am going to take you guys out to an REO property, a bank-owned property that an agent has contacted me. We work with him already on a couple of deals. He's a he's like an expert in short sale and REO, and he has been doing it for 12 years now. So I am running a little bit late, but I'm doing this for you guys. Typically, I don't go and I don't see the property. I normally don't go at all. But I'm doing it all for you guys today. I thought it would be something different for the channel, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. But here goes. Hold on a second here. I'm just trying to punch it in the GPS. But basically, if you guys want to, want to be able to buy short sales or REO properties or bank owned, whatever it is, trying to connect with some local realtor in that area that are expert in that field. Like typically, they do short sale or they do bank owned property. Like that's like their that's kind of like their niche. So you want to connect with those guys because they get the first. Oh shoot, man, we're running really late.
Route guidance will start.
It's 36 minutes. Oh boy, and I'm probably going to be about 15 or 20 minutes late. So, anyways, but you want to connect with those guys. They get kind of a first in on it, right? They get kind of a first in on it, so that way they can give you kind of the first shot at it. If you built a good relationship with them, they'll let you know right away, so you can go there, check it out, do whatever you needed to do, so you can get your offer into the door. The first one to get your offer into the door. Now, this guy here, he does. Now this guy here, he does a lot of BPO, which is broker price opinion for bank. So typically any property that goes into a short sale or foreclosure, whatever it is, the bank would send him out there. It's not that he gets to do on every single one of them.
To East Sunset Drive.
Not that he gets to do on every single one of them, but he does on quite a bit in our area. And not all the time that the deal will work out, that will work out for me. But we have done quite a bit with him already. And like I said, you want to make sure that you take care of your agents, your co-wholesaler, your bird dog, whoever it is that's bringing you the leads. You want to make sure that you take good care of them. On holidays, I send them gifts. I send them gifts. I send them extra money on all the deals that we close. Beyond what he wants, all right? Beyond what he thinks is fair and he's happy with and what he wants, all right? So anyways, you guys, I'm going to take you guys out there. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this video, and if you do, then don't forget to smash that thumbs up for me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're interested in learning about wholesaling and how you can actually do it and do it virtually with me, which means you never have to go out to see the property or the seller, then smash the subscribe button, join the family, join the journey, join the channel, and I'll share and teach you guys everything that I have learned and will be learning, so that way you can duplicate and create your own success, okay? So anyways, let's get back. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit story about the guy too. Is that I think he just recently got into buying property himself, fix it up and flip it. And I think he also I don't know if he does wholesaling. I think he does wholesale, which means he actually, close on the property and then wholesale it, right? Without fixing it up, he just turn around and sell it over to somebody else. Now, the thing about being an agent, you guys would ask me, well, if you guys probably would ask, well, If he knows that these are great deals, why don't he just buy them himself? Or why don't he get one of his team member or his family member to buy them? Well, that's the thing about being an agent, and that's why I'm not an agent. And plus, I'm not smart. I'm not smart enough to probably pass the test. But the reason why is because as an agent, there's so many rules and regulations that you have to go by, that you cannot be on both sides. You cannot be on both sides. So you can't do. So the bank can't. You know, the bank can't send him out there and he do a BPO and then he end up buying the property.
Next right.
Because that would have been a conflict, right?
South.
And I guess I don't know what the exact rules is, you know, in realtor world, but I don't think that he's allowed to, you know, have his family, his member, or his partner, or whoever it is that comes in and buy these property. I guess that might be against the rule. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that he cannot, because he does have friends and family or partners that he also does flip, and the reason might be the reason why he doesn't send it over to them. And also too is, you know, you can't buy every single property, right? You only have so much money. You can't buy every single property. So I don't think he does wholesale. I just know that recently he sent me a deal where he's looking to do a hotel. Because him and his partner bought the deal, and they were asking me if I have any buyers, right? Now, recently, he just know that I actually also does hotel and wholesale, and he still thinks that I do still do a little bit of fix and flip. Or actually, he still thinks that my major thing is fix and flip, and that I do wholesale and hotel on the side, right? But he doesn't know that all these property I'm getting under contract, that now my whole business is all about wholesaling. Now, does it matter if he knows? No, actually, he's a very cool guy, very down to earth. But since he don't ask, then I don't, you know, since he doesn't ask, then I don't really need to say it. And plus, he doesn't have any problem. He doesn't have any problem with me at all doing wholesale, hotel, whatever that I needed to do to make our money. All he wants is whatever it is that we agreed on. He wants it to be exactly like that, and he wants to make sure that when he sends me deals, that I was able to move forward and execute on it. And that's why, oh gosh, this new iPhone, this new phone holder here I'm having, it's a little bit long, so it kind of shakes. So I'm sorry about the quality of the video, you guys. But he doesn't he doesn't care at all. He's a very, very cool guy. He has an Asian wife, so him and I connected really, really well. We speak kind of the same language, not the same language as in like the same language, but you know, on business. I guess what I meant is on the business side, we speak pretty much the same language. We just want to get the deal done. He wants to get paid, right? He wants to get the money that agreed upon, and whatever we agreed to do, that it needs to be executed just like that. So anyways, I mean, there's some deals that we sent over to me. He said, hey Kong, this will be a great wholesale deal, or a great hotel deal, or a great flip deal for you. So anyways, but I just want to let you guys know that a lot of times some of these cash buyer could be an agent as well. Some of them go and get licensed, you know, get their realtor license because they want to have access to the MLS, because there's a lot of benefit for, you know, if you can get access to the MLS, and I have done video on that already, you know. So if you guys haven't checked it out, skim through my video and then check it out. But so some of the deal that I have done, where these guys are investor and agents, right? And they mostly buy, fix, and flip, but they're just getting their license. You know, it helps them when it comes to them turning around and list it. Now they don't, you know, now they don't have to pay for the seller side of the realtor, because they are the realtor, right? But there's so many rules and regulations that you have to go with, where you can't be free if you were just an investor and not an agent. You're just fully investor, all right? So there's a pro and there's a con to it. But my wife and I, you know, when we first started out fix and flip, and we've done, you know, quite a bit of deals, and I have so many realtor friends too that say, hey, Colin, why don't you guys get your license? Maybe your wife should get a license. Then you can, you know, then when you guys flip it, you guys will save some money, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? That's not what we wanted when we first go in. When we first got into real estate, our whole goal was we want to dominate and want to be, you know, the biggest investor. Now it becomes the wholesaler in our area, and we have no desire of being a realtor. We didn't mind paying the 3%, let whoever it is do what they're good at, and we just stay focused. It's really hard, you know, so we just stay focused on what we need to do. And we, you know, and there's too much guidelines and too much rules that we have to follow, and we don't want to deal with that. And also too is my wife and I, you know, we are high school dropouts, so when it comes to taking tests and going to school and study, it's not what we want, and we can go around it. You know, if we can find a business that doesn't have to deal with that, then that's what we, you know, that's what we do. So anyways, you guys, taking a road trip out there, I'll show you guys the property that we're gonna look at, and maybe I'll ask the agents. Maybe he can give some tips, or maybe he can give you guys some tips or advice or so, how to deal with, you know, agents, or connect with agents that does REO or short sale, etc. All right, I'll do my best to see if he can give you guys some tips, so that way you guys can reach out and try to connect with these realtor. Now, you guys gotta network, like in this business, network with people. You know, so start putting your name out there, start calling, you know, start attending your local REO, your local meetup, until, you know, and, you know, so start networking. And also too is it's reaching out to other people that are like-minded, that are on the same path as you, so that way you guys can push each other, you know, to succeed. And obviously we all want to reach, you know, our financial goal. We all have a different financial goal, financial freedom goal that we want to reach to. So it's nice to get people that are, you know, in alignment on what we want to achieve, and then help each other, push us our way to get there. All right, you guys. I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna pop back on when we get to the property. Take care. See you later. See you later. All right, you guys, we are almost here. It's a very nice area, close to the school and everything, so it should be good.
In a quarter of a mile, your destination is ahead on the right.
Almost there. So I'm going to show you guys the property here. The agent should have been here already. I did call him earlier and told him that I was going to be a little bit late. So let me see here. And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is, but I'll probably talk to you guys, I'll share with you guys a little bit
your destination
later, is
right.
that, you know, a lot of time when you spend time going out meeting the seller and you haven't got their commitment yet to sell the property, a lot of time it could be a lot of waste of time, because as you can see here, it takes about half an hour to, let's just say half an hour to get to this property. You're going to spend another, I don't know, at least an hour with the seller, and then you drive back. That's like,
you have arrived at your destination. The route guidance is now finished.
Oh, there he is. So that's like, you know, 2-3 hours of your time that you know, and if you don't get the contract back from the seller because you haven't got their commitment on the phone yet, that can be an issue. But let me get out. Cool.
But not the address. Or the
yeah, sure, absolutely. So Donald's okay to be a part of my video for today. That's good. So let's go check this out, but obviously we can't put the address of the property onto the video. That's what Donald was telling me.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet, because it's not been, oh dude. Whoa, you guys gonna be right here. Hold on a second here. Whoa. What kind of, yeah, see that? It's all rotten, Donald.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
on,
know what this is.
It's on post and block?
I don't know. That I didn't go to the house.
Okay. Looks like a teardown, man.
Yeah, well, we'll check. Okay.
So, what price do you get? What price do you come up with?
I'm thinking it's going to be close to 100.
You sure?
Yeah, if not more.
Really? Here it is. We're gonna get in. You think it's savable?
It's possible.
Okay. This is the living room here. Take you guys out. Here's the kitchen. Yep. And what's the square footage?
About 600.
600. Okay. So so 600 square feet. Here's the bathroom, man. Yeah, Donna, I think it's a total gut job, man. Total gut, 600 square feet. What? So what do you think the repair cost would be? Or the rehab cost would be?
Probably a good 50 G's.
Think so?
Yeah. Depending on what you do to it.
50, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe more. If you didn't make the house bigger, get more square footage, get more bang for your buck. This is cool.
Let's go outside to the backyard.
What?
Whoa. Whoa. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was a pit bull. And he was a... Oh, jeez. How's it going?
How you doing? I'm good.
Hey, no problem.
We open the door and then here he comes. I say, uh-oh.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you good, man. You're doing your job, man. No worries.
My wife and I are dog lover. So, yeah. And I felt so bad because I got so scared and I shut the door and I think it pinches... Yeah, Darnell, dude. I think it's a complete job, man. I think it's a teardown, dude.
The question would be how much you can put on what
Yeah.
kind of new house.
I mean, what is
You could always make a long, narrow house, 2-story.
what is a vacant lot with all the utility go for?
I'll have to look that one up, man.
Because I think it's a teardown, man.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, there's no way you're gonna save it with all the frame, you know, with all the with all the frame being all rotten.
Yep.
And just look at the shop.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be saved.
Nope.
So.
That's probably a land value.
Yeah. So Dono, so are you able to get the the value down? Now that it's a teardown, man.
Possible.
So where do you think that we would be in price as far as the land? Just
have
a
to
lot.
do research on the lot to find out what lots with utilities are going for.
Because you guys can see, I mean, there's really nothing like all this. See, it's gone. So the only thing left is it's the post and block.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna cost you more to try to save this house and just takes it down,
Tear it down. And
tear it down, and then just build new.
Yep.
Dang. So you guys can see here, there's nothing. Hey Donald, quick questions here. Could you give my audience some tips and advice on dealing with bank-owned property or short sale property?
Well, on bank-owned properties, you want to make sure you put your best offer forward and do your due diligence on it so you don't end up with issues when you're buying it. As far as short sales, you need to be patient, and the bank's going to make the final decision. It's always good to do your inspections up front if you're trying to get the best price for the house. That's my tips for today.
That's it, you guys. Thanks a lot, Donna. I appreciate it, man. So hey, so now typically Donna, on bank-owned property, I know typically you want to come in with you know, as strong as an offer beside the price and the inspection contingent, but typically how long do they give you as far as inspection contingent?
Some banks only give you 5 days, some will give you the 10. Some, even if you do an inspection on some of them, the property is sold as is, so it's for informational purposes only.
Right. Correct. But the thing is that inspection periods allow you to go in there and check it out, do whatever you need to do, and if the number doesn't work, you can go ahead and back out the deal, right?
Correct.
So that's a 5 to 10 days period, depending on banks, you guys, for bank-owned property, right?
Right.
REOs or foreclosure,
Right.
and things like that.
If you're buying an auction property, you don't get that option. You have to do your due diligence up front.
Yep.
So.
Correct. So any property that's at the courthouse auction step, right?
Or online auction.
Or, yep, correct.
Do your diligence up front, so that way you know what you're getting into.
Yep, because once you put in that, the deposit.
Yep, well, when you're at the courthouse, you got to pay for it right there on the spot.
Right.
Online, you put a deposit down,
right,
based on what the bank requires, and then you have so many days to pay it off through escrow.
If not, then you lose the deposit.
You lose your deposit.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the tip, Donald.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You think so? Bye. 60 to $70,000 lot on this deal?
Well, you got utilities here already, so
right.
you need to. That's worth money, having utilities on the lot.
Okay.
But you're going to have about a $10,000 tear down with the house, and then removal of some trees.
Okay.
So
here's my question for you, Donald. So how can we get this deal tied up under contract today?
I can't do anything until it comes on the market. When it comes on the market, we have to put our bid in and see what the bank's willing to do.
Okay, so which means we'll probably still have to compete with other investors.
Possibly. You're going to have to compete with somebody that wants to come in and tear it down and build a new house. It's going to be a cash buyer, so anybody with financing's out of the equation, which is 98% of the buyers. Right,
gotcha. Man, dang it. I just wish that somehow that we can lock it up and without it hitting the market.
This one, it's impossible, because it has a process to go through.
Sure, I understand that. Dude, not a problem, Darnell. Let's try to figure this out. Anyways, you guys, we just got done. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you do, please let me know by smashing that likes. Don't be shy, or drop me a comment and let me know. You know, I want to provide you guys with the kind of content that you guys want and you guys would like. Okay, but you know, and that's you know, and I want to share with you guys another thing is that when I first started too, is I go and I meet seller. I spend so much time driving out there meeting seller. You know, spend 1 or 2 hours, just you know, one or 2 hours per appointment, and it eats up a lot of my day. And a lot of times I don't, you know, when I go to these appointments, I don't even bring back a contract. And the reason why is, because first, you haven't even got their commitment on the phone yet that they were going to sell you the property. And second is that you haven't even got them to give you what's the lowest they can go on it, and see if the price between what they want and what you want, you need to get on the contract, is close enough for you to even spend the time to go out there and meet with the seller. Right? Majority of you, you know, when you talk to the seller and the seller would say, yeah, you know, they called in, they're giving you, hey, their motivation, why they're looking to sell, because they don't want to be a landlord anymore, whatever it is. And they give you a price and you ask them, hey, are you flexible in price? Are you negotiable in price? And you would say, and the seller would say, yeah, you know, I'm willing to negotiate. You know, there's room. And then what you do is you just end the call there and you tell them, hey, you know what, I'm going to do some research on the property. You know, or maybe you even set up, maybe before you even do that, you even set up an appointment to go out there and meet with the seller. You're like, okay, well, you know what, that sounds great. I'll do some research on the property. And then maybe you call them back and make an appointment to go meet with them at the property, whether within the same day or the next day. And they tell you, okay, you know what, yeah, I want 100 for the property. Yes, I'm willing to negotiate. Yes, yes, I have room to move on it. And you need it to be down at 50,000, right? You need it to be down at 50,000. And because the seller tells you they're motivated to sell and they want to unload it and they are flexible in the price, but you don't know, but you since you haven't got them to come down on what's the lowest they can go and see if the difference between where you need it to be and where their price is even reasonable at all. Right? Or even reasonable at all. You already set the appointment to go out there and meet with the seller. Now the seller tells you, yeah, they're flexible, but when you go out there, they're only willing to go down 5,000 or 10,000. Right? 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000. But so they can come down to like 70. All right, or 80, but you need to be at 50. So you go out there and you spend all the time doing the research, meeting up with the seller, etc., and you end up didn't come out with a contract, and it eats up to 1, 2, 3 hours of your time. And how many appointments of that can you do a day? And look at how much work, look at how much work that is, and look at how much time it's going to eat up of your day. So you guys, and I fell into that exact same trap when I first started out, and I was going out there meeting with seller, doing all that. It's because I don't know how to get them locked up on the contract over the phone. And once I figured out how to do it, you guys, that's when we went virtual, never had to see the seller or the property again. And we're able to do that. We're able to do that. No problem. Had no problem with getting with seller committed to selling to us just by over the phone. And you guys, to me, the reason why people don't do it, because they don't know how. Because once you know how to do it, then why would you want to spend the time to go out there and meet up with seller? If you know how to lock it up, if you know how to lock their property up just by over the phone, why would you want to spend the time going out there, meeting up with them, talking to them, and spending an hour or two when you can do it within 15 to 30 minutes over the phone? And you guys, most of my call when I talk to seller to make them an offer is less than 30 minutes, right? And I can do it pretty much sitting anywhere, right? I can do it being anywhere, right? And I can lock them up within 30 minutes or so on the phone. It's all about being able to communicate with them, asking them the right questions, and then being able to handle their objections of the kind of questions that they're going to throw back at you, and providing them with all the information that's needed, giving them that peace of mind and that trust over the phone. And once you can do that, it's a done deal, right? Once you can do that, it's a done deal. Now it's all coming down to is agreeing on the price. And you know, when I first started, is I lose on deals because I don't know how to talk to seller, and once they felt untrust or they felt there's something weird, they're not going to do business with you. They're not going to do business with you. They're going to go to the next person that can answer all the questions that is needed. And if they can feel that if they can feel that safe with that person, they're going to sell to that person. I lost deal where investor, where the seller calls me first, call the other investor, and I offer even higher, and the other investor was able to lock their property up for much lower than they would have sold to me, but they didn't felt the trust with me when I was on the phone, because I was so new. I didn't know how to talk to them, and I didn't know what I know now, so they didn't do the deal with me. All right, because you guys gotta understand, when you pitch it, and then you gotta know how to close it. Right? When you pitch the seller, which means you tell them, hey, you know what, we'll buy it as is, etc. But then you gotta know how to close the deal. You can't just pitch it and then can't close. And you also got to understand is when you're on the phone with the seller, you need to take control of the phone call. Don't let them ask you all the questions. Don't let them, try and throw you off. You got to be able to control the phone call with them. And you guys, this is for those of you who are having issue with communication or talking to motivated seller, where you're getting a bunch of leads calling in, but you don't know how to convert those leads into deals. Then you guys hit the link below in the description. There's a link below where you can purchase my amazing seller script package deal for $4.95, where I will share with you guys exactly how my business runs. What I mean by that is exactly how I train, the exact script that I use to talk to these sellers, the exact script that we train our employee up to be able to tie you up under contract over the phone. Our employee, these girls have no real estate experience, have no real estate knowledge. And just by going with the script, they're able to lock these deals up under contract over the phone, and so can you. You guys, once you know how to talk to the seller, it is much easier than you think it is. But you guys, I want to let you guys know, it is a no refund, no exchange. I know this product's work. As a matter of fact, are you gonna work? The products does work. We can train any girls up that gets onto our team, and they're able to talk to seller, tied you up in the contract. So I know it works, and I know you can do it. It's just a matter of fact are you going to work or not, right? And so the thing is, if you guys are interested and committed to succeed in this business, then hit the link below, purchase the products. It's a no refund, no exchange. I include in there all the contract that we use, the purchase and sale contract, the double closing contract, the addendum contract, the assignment contract. I also include the ARV and rehab calculator for you guys. I also included some live seller call that I talk to seller live, so you guys can listen to and get the experience from it. And that I throw in as a bonus, you guys, is that anyone that purchased the package deal, I'm going to give you guys unlimited live seller phone call, recording call. I'm going to give you guys unlimited of that, right? So any calls that I feel like you guys can learn from, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to send it over to you guys for free, unlimited. So because to me, you guys, listening to the live seller call is also so important. If you haven't talked to seller, it's nice to get the experience and the feel of it, of how to talk, what kind of question the seller asks, because they all seem to ask pretty similar questions. And how I come back and how I talk to them, the tone of voice, etc., and how I was able to ask them all these questions. That is super important to get them to drop their price. All right, by themselves, to get them to drop their price by themselves, just by asking these questions, you guys. And the thing is, you guys got to understand, by asking the seller, oh, could you go any lower? Oh, is that the best you can do? Or is that the least you take? It's not enough, right? You got to provide them with the reason why they need to drop the price for you. All right, you need to provide them with the reason why you needed the discount. So the thing is not just about asking them what's the least they'll take, but being able to ask them why they need to drop the price. What's the reason? You got to have the reason why they need to drop the price. And if you can provide them with with a good enough reason, which I provide in my script, they would drop the price, right? They would drop the price like pancake. I got people from wanting to walk away $100,000, drop down to like okay with walking away $40,000, $30,000. Okay, I have a seller that say, hey, I want $200 for my property, and then $250 for my property. It drops down to like $150. All right, just by asking them the right questions. All right, you guys. So anyways, these are for those of you who are having trouble and who have never ever locked a deal up under contract just by over the phone. Once you use the script and once you lock that property up under contract just over the phone, you will see how powerful this script is and how it can be for you and your business, because you know that now not just you can do it, but you can train anybody up to do it. All right, you guys. So anyways, the link is in the description. For those of you who's interested, hit that link, take you to a page where you can pay for it. And then once you pay for it, it automatically sends to your email right away. So anyways, you guys, take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.